On first down, it's Stafford. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018.
Division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Allen going to try and keep it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Going to keep it again.
Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
What here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
So after the INT, it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Lewis. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
On the return is Powell.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now Allen. Flush to his right.
He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Johnson
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen again. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 38, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. More good stuff later in the afternoon. One being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Then on Sunday night, a good one to start the season. The Bucs and Cowboys from Jerry World. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those passes.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford
going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A torn Achilles was supposed to end Akers' 2021 season before it actually began. 5 months later, in a miraculous recovery, Akers made it back and helped the Rams win the Super Bowl. Now everyone in L.A. wants to know, how does he follow up that yeoman performance?
Now a first down throw. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Complete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 10. To throw is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Back to throw. Stafford.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7 straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Crowder. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. To the air, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing is Allen on third.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Stafford looks to throw again.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that's complete to Robinson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 29, Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They try the left side with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give up the middle to Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back to throw. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Singletary again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Allen to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down 14-6, 20 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in the booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo,